work out. A trophy wife. It didn't work out too well. But that doesn't work out too well, I must tell you. A lot of trophy wives, doesn't work out. But it made him happy for a little while at least. But he found a new wife. He sold his little boat and he got a big yacht. He had one of the biggest yachts anywhere in the world. He moved for a time to Monte Carlo and he led the good life. And time went by and he got bored. And 15 years later, the company that he sold to called him and they said, the housing business is not for us. You have to understand, when Bill Levitt was hot, when he had momentum, he'd go to the job sites every night. He'd pick up every loose nail. He'd pick up every scrap of wood. If there was a bolt or a screw laying on the ground, he'd pick it up and he'd use it the next day in putting together a house.
I think we we really took for granted the fact that in the previous presidential administration, when we also had a cognitively deficient president, at least back then they had the decency to kind of like keep him locked in a room in the White House most of the time. Like they would only let him out after injecting him full of adrenochrome. But this administration does not give a shit, man. They just let the old man wander. Why does he always rant about random stuff no one cares about? Have you ever talked to an old person out of curiosity? Do you have any grandparents? Great-grandparents? What are the odds West Point citizens today were Boy Scouts 8 years ago listening to this exact speech? Ha! The more things change, huh? Good audio. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please remain standing for...
Thank you. Very good. Very good. Love that military drip. Always looks good. Not always. Absolutely disgusting. This is what politicization of the military looks like, not pronouns. I wonder what the rhetoric of the French partisans look like. Partisans? You know? I wonder at what point... Is it going to be like Democrats are going to be reacting to TikTok videos of trains being sent away to the camps on the border, and people are going to be like, this is what state overreach looks like, not Joe Biden trying to cancel student loans. I wonder how long it's going to keep, like, how long that, like, that tone is going to be maintained, you know?
And we're taking you back now to West Point, New York.
That's great.
Something I got to know him backstage with his beautiful family. And I'm supposed to say at ease, but you're already at ease. You're at ease because you made a great choice in what you're doing. Your choices in life has been really amazing. So this is a celebration, and let's have a little fun. I want to thank your highly respected Superintendent, General Stephen Gillen, and he is really and I just want to thank them all for being here. We have a tremendous amount of my friends. They wanted to come up and they wanted to watch this ceremony, and they wanted to watch you much more so than me. So I just want to thank so many people are here.
You know, keeping in line with my theory that suffering and adversity keep you alive, which I'm going to be expanding on. Do you think that now that he's no longer campaigning because he's president for the rest of his life, he is going to start declining much, much, much faster? Like, clearly they're trying to maintain the artifice of indefinite campaigning. He's wearing his hat to a West Point speech. But now that he has what he wants, which is the Oval Office again, you know, he's not constantly under threat of injunction or lawsuit or, you know, criminal investigation. It's all done. He's all fine. He's all free. I wonder if like the decline is going to rapidly accelerate.
Over the past 4 years, an extraordinary group of professors, teachers, coaches, leaders, and warriors have transformed this class of cadets into an exceptional group of scholars and soldiers. And so let's give the entire group, the entire West Point faculty, the staff, for their incredible love of you and outstanding devotion to the Corps. Let's give them a little hand.
Wow, that is not an enthusiastic crowd. Jesus.
And importantly, we can't forget all of those people beaming with pride. Look at them in the audience. So they're so proud. They're in the stands, so thank your parents, your grandparents, and family members who made this all possible for you. Thank you.
Ooh, the wind.
And I think they must have done something right based on what
Dramatic.
I'm looking at. America loves our military moms and dads. Nearly 1/3 of the cadets graduating today are themselves the children.
Are the brass up there Trump loyalists? No, anyone who works at West Point is almost certainly like a old school neocon who probably despises Trump. I would dollars to donuts. I think that's true. Hegseth may be shaking up the upper officers at the Pentagon, but the people who work here have probably been here for a long time.
Of veterans. So to everyone with us this morning who served America in uniform, no matter your age, please stand so we can salute your service. We'd like to see who you are. Congratulations.
What a disorganized crowd. Okay, unironically, if you're the parents and you're attending your children's commencement at West Point, and okay, this isn't even a Trump thing. What the hell? You're not getting no discipline out of the crowd? What? Fucking this guy's on his phone. No one's paying attention. It's not even a Trump thing, man. Everyone in uniform, of course, is standing up. But like, yeah, dude, like, I don't know. Your kid's commencement at West Point. It's a pretty big deal.
Congratulations. Great job. Every cadet on the field before me should savor this morning, because this is a day that you will never, ever forget. In a few moments, you'll become graduates of the most elite and storied military academy in human history, and you will become officers in the greatest and most powerful army the world has ever known. And I know because I rebuilt that army, and I rebuilt the military. And we rebuilt it like nobody has ever rebuilt it before in my first term.
What was that? That's applause.
Your experience here at West Point has been anything but easy, but
Not me. Not me. It's ABC. Not me.
you came for duty,
I didn't do
you
it.
came to serve your country, and you came to show yourselves, your family, and the world that you are among the smartest, toughest, strongest, most lethal warriors.
Dude, you can. I'm sorry. Just the physiognomy difference between these two at the military academy commencement is really, really, really funny to me. Just like on every level, you're getting like a Pixar audience dynamic here in terms of like body shape range.
Ever to walk on this planet.
Look at this guy.
Looking out at all of you today, I can proudly say, looking out, mission
What the fuck is with the
accomplished.
audio
Great
here,
job.
man?
But now you have to go on. You have to forget that.
It's
Now you have
ABC.
another.
I didn't do
It's a
it.
sad thing, isn't it? You know, you can't rest on your laurels no matter what. You just have to keep going. You take a little day off, and you go on to the rest, because you have to have victory after victory after victory, and that's what you're going to have as you receive your commissions as second lieutenants. Each of you continues down the same hallowed path walked by titans and legends of U.S. military lore. Giants like Ulysses S. Grant, John Blackjack Pershing, Dwight David Eisenhower, the one and only Douglas MacArthur, old blood and guts George Patton, and Norman Schwarzkopf.
Not going to
All
mention
right.
Ulysses S.
So
Grant.
many more. They and countless other patriots before you have walked out of these halls and straight into history, and today you officially joined those immortal heroes
He
in
did?
a proud
First name?
ranks
Oh,
of
shit, I wasn't paying
the
attention. I was
long
looking
gray
at chat.
line. You know that term, so beautiful. The long gray line.
Speaking of Trump being woke in the Confederacy, remember when Was it Nikki Haley? Nikki Haley flubbed that question where she was like doing some lost cause bullshit, like what the cause of the Civil War was, and she was like, it's states' rights. And Trump, shortly thereafter, during the 2024 Republican primary, he was like, it's slavery. Come on, don't be stupid. It's obviously slavery, which because he's a New York Democrat, Trump. And Haley is what, South Carolina?
Among the 1,000 cadets graduating today, 26 of you wear the prestigious star wreath signifying the highest level of academic achievement. Please stand up. 26. Let's see if somebody stands who shouldn't be standing.
This guy started clapping late. Dude, look at the crowd here, man. Jesus Christ. I've seen West Point commencements before. I mean, not recently, but you know. It's not the first one that's ever happened. This is a weird vibe.
Congratulations. That's a big honor. This class includes an incredible 4 Rhodes Scholars. Stand up, please. 4.
They're all looking around, too. They have, like, no idea what the fuck is happening.
Wow. That's tied for the most of any West Point class since 1959. That's great. 4. Congratulations. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I want to bring them right to the Oval Office. I don't want to have them go too far away from me. 8 cadets here today took on the challenge of designing their own hypersonic rocket. Oh, we can use you. We're building them right now.
Huh?
You know, we had ours stolen. We are the designer of it. We had it stolen during the Obama administration. They stole it. You know who stole it? The Russians stole it. Something bad happened. But we're the designer of it, and we're now building them, and lots of them. And earlier this year, they launched it into space, setting a world record for amateur rocketry. Can't get you in there fast enough. This class excelled not only mentally, but also physically last January when more than 1,000 cadets volunteered for an 18.5-mile march on a freezing winter night.
I could do that.
Cadet Chris Verdugo completed the task in 2 hours and 30 minutes flat, smashing the international record for the competition by 13 minutes. Where is he? Where is he? Come up here. Come up here, Chris.
That's pretty impressive. 2:13 for an 18-mile
Come here.
run? All right.
By 13 minutes. Come here, Chris. I want to see this.
Oh, hold up there, son. Back straight. Come on now. Well, what's this hunch? Back straight. Hoorah! Let's go.
Wow. 13 minutes. Face out there. Come here. Come here.
It's been a long 5 years, but I couldn't have done it with any of these guys. Love you guys all. Thank you.
Aw.
That's great. Keep it going, Chris. That really is a definition of Army strong, isn't it? The international.
Trump thought he was going to praise him? Yeah,
This class
maybe.
includes 513 graduates who completed Air Assault School, 70 who completed Airborne School, 8 who made it through the ultra-elite Army Diver School, among the most difficult and grueling programs anywhere on Earth. That includes the first 2 women in West Point history
Woke.
to complete diver school.
DEI.
Cadets Megan Cooper and Clara Sabu. Where are you? Stand up. Where are they? Wow, great job. That is not easy. Congratulations, Megan, Clara. That's a job well done. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Some of you achieved a different kind of distinction here at the Academy, including 7 century men who completed 100 hours of marching for disciplinary,
I could do that.
infractions. No, don't tell me I'm doing this. Oh, I'm
Wait, for
so
discipline.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to stand up? I don't know.
Ah, yeah, you rowdy boys. Ah, yeah. Come on, take pride. Take
I
pride.
think I saw Chris
Oh,
stand.
it was one of them a woman, too. Long hair over here. Right? Yeah, right here.
I think I saw Chris standing up.
You
Chris,
go, girl.
What's going on here? Well, you had one good, one not so good, right, Chris? Can't believe Chris is standing up. But we want everyone to leave here today, Chris, so you're going to be okay, because I'm going to do something with a clean slate. So in keeping with tradition, I hereby pardon all cadets on restriction for minor conduct offenses effective immediately. So you're all okay. You're all okay.
They're all like, wait, is that real? Is that actually, is this like a thing? Is he just saying that?
The class of 2025 has a lot to be proud of, including your first-rate athletes and athletics. You are something. I've been watching, too. I love the sports stuff. What you've done is pretty amazing. Last year,
I'm not gonna lie, like, looking at this, not Trump's speech, but like the environment, does kind of remind me a bit of my rambling about how school means nothing anymore. Like, I feel like it is kind of like school is the box you get put in, and you show up to half the classes and everyone's on their phone and eating hot chip and lying and stuff, you know? I wonder, it's not necessarily a ceremony thing, it's just, I wonder if people would maybe have, like, better memories of their educational experiences if it felt like there was any kind of, like, meaningful structure to it outside of, like, here's your 57-year-old textbooks, here's your dusty room with no AC, here's your teachers who all get paid $26,000 a year. You know what I mean?
The first time ever, Army lacrosse became the #1 ranked men's lacrosse team in the entire country.
No kidding. Lacrosse is an honorable sport, you know? It's a combat sport. They're all beating each other to death with those goddamn sticks.
Those of you on the team, stand. That's a big honor. Stand.
If school means nothing anymore, then why the fuck have it? All right, kid, do your homework. It's a weekend. Shouldn't you be, like, playing stick and ball or something?
Great. That's a tough sport, too. That's #1 in the country. Your sophomore year, Army football beat Navy 2017. And the next year, you did it again, beating Navy 17-11 and dominating Air Force 23-3. But this year, the Black Knights fought your way into the top 20 nationally and racked up your longest winning streak since 1949 with the help of graduating quarterback Cadet Bryson Daly, or as you call him, Captain America. Captain America. Stand up, Bryson. Where's Bryson?
Steve?
We got to get him up here, right? Come on, Bryson. Come on. Man, oh, man.
No?
I heard he's some. Well,
No?
I came to a game and he was.
He's gone.
I said, yeah,
his ass
he
is
can
out
get
of here.
into
He's
the
over the
NFL,
fence. He's
can't he?
actually
But he
in
chose
El
this life,
Salvador
and you
right
know what?
now.
I
He
think
wrote
made
a
good
critical
choice.
op-ed.
Come on up here, Bryson. Come on up.
There he
Wow.
is. See, now this is some West Point posture. Look at this guy. He's doing their march. There we go. Oh, got to get up there quick though. But he's keeping his back straight. Jesus Christ, is this guy really like 18 or 19 or something? Look at the back on this motherfucker. Just proportions wise. Captain America. Corn-fed phonology? No fucking kidding, dude. Jesus Christ, John America over here. Americans really need to be classified their own ethno-linguistic group, partly because English is our language now, and partly because, like, this is a distinctly American physiognomy, okay? You can't be like, oh, that's like British, Polish. No. This is American, okay? Corn-fed, apple pie, etc., etc.
Go Army football. Shout out the Hogs, H4. Can't wait to graduate. Love you guys.
Apple pie is British? No, it's not.
Well, I just tapped his shoulders like I hit a piece of steel. Guy's in good shape. There's a reason, you know? There's always a reason for success. Thank you, Bryson. At a time when other top college quarterbacks were thinking about going pro, Bryson's mind was on something else. As he told an interviewer earlier this year, I'm focused on my career as an infantry officer. That's what he wants to do. So, Bryson, you did the right thing, and that's service at its finest. Thanks, Bryson. That's amazing. He's an amazing guy with an amazing team. Each of you on the field today is among the most talented members of your generation. You could have done anything you wanted. You could have gone anywhere. You could have gone to any school. This is one of the hardest schools to get into. And writing your own ticket to top jobs on Wall Street or Silicon Valley wouldn't be bad, but I think what you're doing is better. Instead of sports teams and spreadsheets and software, you chose a life of service, very important service, instead of stock options. And I do that stuff. It's sort of boring. Honestly, compared to what you're doing, it's real boring. You chose honor and you chose sacrifice. And instead of business suits and dress shoes, you chose muddy boots and fatigues, keeping yourself in shape. Because West Point cadets don't just have the brightest minds, you also have the bravest hearts and the noblest souls. You're amazing people. I could not be more proud to serve you as your commander-in-chief, and our country is doing well. We've turned it around very quickly. We've turned it around. I just got back from the Middle East, and I was at, as you know, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and I will tell you, they said, all three leaders, great leaders of those three nations, they all said the same thing. The United States of America is hotter now than we've ever seen it, and a year ago, it was as cold as it gets.
The incredible optics of at a commencement at West Point, the president bragging about praise he received from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE. Incredible stuff, genuinely. Guys, you're never gonna guess who said nice things about me and the country just the other week.
It's true. It's true. We have the hottest country in the world, and the whole world is
a bunch of about it. Islamic extremist slave or oil barons.
I cannot wait to see the glory that is still ahead, however, for the West Point class of 2025, and we're going to help you a lot because we're going to give you a nation as good or better than it ever was. That's what I promise you. All the victories that you've had together on these grounds will soon pale in comparison to the momentous deeds that you'll perform on the mission you're accepting today. And as a future leader of America's Army, and we have that Army geared up, we have ordered, you know, we just went $1 trillion military budget, General. Do you know that? $1 trillion. Some people say, could you cut it back? I said, I'm not cutting 10 cents. There's another thing we can cut. We can cut plenty of others. Right, Dan? We can cut plenty of other things. And you have a good man in Dan, too, General. I think you're going to find that. It's a very different warfare out there today. Now they've introduced a thing called drone. A drone is a little bit different. It makes You have to go back and learn a whole new form of warfare, and you're going to do it better than anybody else. There won't be anybody close. Generation after generation, the men and women of the Army have done whatever it takes to defend our flag, pouring out their blood onto the fields of battle all over the world. And all over the world, you're respected like nobody is respected. Our soldiers have sprinted through storms of bullets, clouds of shrapnel, slogged through miles of dirt and oceans of sand, scaled towering cliffs of jagged rock, and time again, the American soldier has charged into the fires of hell and
I
sent...
have to hope there's some negative polarization here from these West Point graduates, because all of them have been, like, you would assume, pretty well educated. Like, you can't graduate West Point without having a decent education. So to get through all of that, and then this fucking drooling retard old man up here, it's called, they're introduced, there's something new, it's called drone. And you just have to, like, there's no way these guys who are signing up to, you know, put their lives in the line for the country, at least in the abstract, right? There's no way they're not like, okay, this guy's all right, Grandpa. I don't know, they seem to cheer pretty hard for some of the stupid stuff he said earlier. None of those kids are cheering. The cheers were from the parents. You could tell from where it was, like, relative to the camera. The parents were the ones losing their shit. And yeah, West Point parents, guarantee you they're Trump freaks. The students, 50-50.
The devil racing in full retreat.
I've heard enthusiastic applause before. This ain't
No task has ever
it.
been too tough for America's Army. And now that 250-year legacy of glory and triumph belongs to you, the 1,000 newest officers of the greatest fighting force in the history of the world. And that's what you are, and that's what you're being thought of. Again, you are the first West Point graduates of the golden age of America. This is the golden age, I tell you. Promise. We're in a new age. This is the golden age. And you're going to lead the Army to summits of greatness it has never reached before. And you see that. You see what's happening. You see what's going on in the world. Each of you is entering the officer corps at a defining
And that's
moment.
President Trump right there delivering
okay.
his first military commencement address there at West Point since returning to the White House, calling it a big celebration, introducing some very...
I guess they got bored of it too. Well, whatever. The full thing's an hour? Yeah, we weren't watching the full hour. I clicked this one because it was 20 minutes. That's fine. I'll take the bit I get. I don't care. It was good? No, it was great. I'm really glad that we stuck around long enough for the drone bit. Drone and him patting the guy in the back and being like that he feels like a brick wall. Those were good parts. It's called drone.